All right. So once in a while, I put the camera on and I talk to whoever will listen about whatever random topic. I realize I've never actually given my story on this channel. So I'm just going to talk to you about who I am, where I come from, why I run, my journey in running, and the injury and my plan going forward, as well as this YouTube channel. I also want to touch on, as I go through that, I guess what I believe makes my channel different to others. So if you want to just sit back and just listen, I'll blab about my story, who I am, where I come from. Let's start there. My name is Aubrey Mvula. I come from a little country called Malawi, and my parents did an amazing job with us. There is 6 children in my family, so I've got 5 siblings. And I come from this little country called Malawi. That part is key. Malawi is rated as one of the poorest countries in the world. Statistically, it's a matter of fact. But Malawi has amongst the best people you will ever experience in your life. Grateful, humble people that are down to earth, very friendly. So much so that the country of Malawi is called the warm heart of Africa. I want to be intentional about describing that because I genuinely believe that those are traits that have been instilled or rubbed off on me. When you come onto my channel, I would like for you to experience a little bit of Malawi. And that is through friendliness, positivity, humility that comes along with that, but more importantly, gratitude. As the subscribers go up, the views go up, brands start to support me, one thing that should remain that you will see is gratitude. Anyway, I've always been into health and fitness, and running has been a permanent fixture only for the past year. So 2023 is really the first time I took on running. There's a guy who watches my channel. His name is Martin Hutchinson. He will definitely comment on this video. And when he does, please guys, just thank him for what he did. He messaged me to simply say, I'm a running coach. I want to help you. Simply because I came in with this brand of the average runner, and I would introduce myself as Aubrey. I'm a very average runner, simply trying to be less average by the day. And so Martin wanted to support me through that. And he did. He became my running coach. We put together some goals, and that was running that sub 50 10K last year. And he put together a plan for me, which we worked very hard towards achieving, and we achieved it. And running just stuck, and I can't shake it off. Running became something that I not only do, but honestly, I rely on. I'll touch on that in a little bit. And because I kind of stuck to that plan, I got faster. I got healthier. I got leaner. I planned to lose some weight, and I was achieving all of that. Alongside that, running in parallel, you guys were supporting my channel, and it was just growing. Every time I opened a video, I would tell you how many subscribers I have. And each time the number was just going up and up and up. Honestly, I'm just so grateful because at the start, I felt like an imposter. I felt like I was on YouTube talking about running when I don't know much about running. I was reviewing running shoes, deep down thinking, what do I really know about running shoes? What can I tell these people? Because you know what? I'm not that great of a runner. And I won't say there was an epiphany or a triggering moment. It was through your support. If you look at the comments of all my videos, it is this assurance of my content and me being very different. That is the common thread through a lot of my comments and the feedback that I get from you. I am very different to a Believe in a Run, to a Kofuzi, to the run testers because of my averageness. And essentially the trait that people see in my channel is I was relatable. I don't ever want to lose that. And I sort of based and I founded my channel on that kind of relatable voice within this running community. And it's only realizing that I managed to shake off my imposter syndrome. And I truly felt that I belonged here. I had a voice and I could talk to you about running shoes, and somebody somewhere would listen and you would benefit and find value in the things I was saying. So my YouTube channel became a very key part of what I do. Why is that important? Well, at the end of February, and this is why I'm releasing this video now, because it's a year today that I started my YouTube channel in anger with serious focus and dedication, because the end of February I was made redundant from my job. And it was a very dark time for me. Mentally I struggled, because you start thinking of the security of your family and things like that. And as a man, I guess, looking after your family, your confidence, your self-belief, even your perception, self-worth starts to get knocked around. And when I had this YouTube channel, a bunch of strangers I don't know decided to will me on, decided to support me. And I say this when I comment saying thank you. Your support means a lot. And I say, you genuinely don't know what your support means to me. I mean it. Because that was a dark time. And this channel kind of saw me through all of that. And I am forever grateful for, one, the support you guys show me, but also the encouragement that perfect strangers have shown through that time. Anyway, fast forward, I get faster, I get leaner, and I'm doing all this running. Christmas Eve, I woke up and I just couldn't move. I had a bulging disc that had a tear in it, and it was so painful. I had never experienced anything like it. Most injuries I've had are in your extremities, you're in your knees, in your ankles, that kind of thing. In your lower back, it's quite central to literally your whole body. It's literally central. And I didn't know what to do about that. Long story short, MRI done, diagnosis given, had to go into a period of physio, stopping running. I want to stop here for a second. What happens to a person that stops or loses their outlet? You see, running when I come back from work is one of those things that allows me to leave the drama, the stresses that happened at work, to give my family me. It's that gate that says a run is going to clear my head. Running to me is self-improvement. It is fully knowing last week I couldn't run what I'm doing now, and very tangibly seeing improvements within yourself that I just suddenly lost, and I couldn't do it. I've heard people complain about their mental health. I was there. Because I knew I just wanted to be outside. I wanted to run. Especially, now I know this is a minor point. It'll sound like a minor point, but it was a big deal to me. When your YouTube channel is called Aubrey Running and you can't run, it kind of puts you in this place where you feel useless. And all of that self-worth that you gathered up somehow just is taken from underneath you. Until, of course, I realized yet again, there is nothing more relatable than telling that story as it happened. That's the point of this video. Moving on to chapter 2. I call this chapter 2 because everything I've just explained is chapter 1. There's going to be a focus in smart running. Running in a way that is sustainable, not just chasing PBs, but rather running in a way that you celebrate just good health. And so I will continue on with the Runna app, and I will share with you what program I'm doing. I'm affiliated with Runna. I will leave my affiliated link in the description. You get 2 weeks free just to try it out. But this is what I use in terms of my training plan. and I'm doing a get fit plan. I'm not training for something specific. I just simply want to get back into running and do so in a healthy and measured way. Number 2, strength and conditioning is going to be key. I also use an app. I'm in the gym 3 times per week. I do a pull session, a push session, and a leg session. Those 3 sessions are more than enough. And I use an app called MyCoach App. There's also an affiliated app. I'll leave that in the description. The reason why I love that, it takes all the guesswork, me having to plan and think. It's literally an app that has all of the workouts you're going to do, how many reps, how many sets. Just follow that and you're good to go. And I've got a new partnership. And right now, I'm going to say this is probably the most important one. An app called Pliability. I've been using it on their welcome program for the past 7 days. All it is, it gives you mobility exercises. It gives you a program of stretches. And that is something I've always neglected. Where I've actually been good, you finish your run, you do a few calf stretches, quads, hamstring stretches, 15-second holds. This app is a very detailed, very deep stretches that, I'll be honest with you, this year I turned 40 and this is the first time I've done stretching justice. And it's an app that takes you through a daily session to just enhance mobility. And I strongly put my injury down to 2 things. 1, overuse of my body, but also not giving it enough recovery. Now that recovery for me is that mobility work. I just simply didn't do enough of it. Look, I'm going to do a lot more of these videos where we can just talk about random stuff that happens. Hopefully I kind of bring you into a bit more of an intimate and personal space as the face and the voice behind this YouTube channel, and not necessarily just be about running PBs or reviewing running shoes, but rather just bring you in a space that shows you that there's a real person behind all of this, but also invite you to contribute to the conversation.